What is the real face of Britain on benefits? All of these people are claiming, and each of their stories is different. This is Darren. He's 26 and has been on job seekers allowance for 8 years. He's never had a job.
I don't feel like being on benefits is the norm. Being in work is the norm. Being on benefits, you feel a bit alienated, if that's the word for it. It's money. It's money. If you don't have money, then you're not part of society.
Are there any jobs that you wouldn't do?
I'd go into someone's toilets, and communal toilets or whatever, and just scrub with a toothbrush for £5 an hour. I'd do anything.
Darren's been doing unpaid voluntary work at his local homeless shelter for the last 3 years. But when you've never had a job, no one wants to give you one.
I'm job seeking, but that could happen to you too. You could lose your job tomorrow. What if your company went to administration or something, and then you was on the door line? Would that make you the same as me?
What would it feel like, do you think, to actually get a job of your own? What would that feel like?
It'd be amazing. My family would be proud. I'd be proud of myself. After all that hard work, actually striving to get a job, it'd be so amazing. I'd keep hold of it.
This woman's story is very different. Her name is Sue. She's 58 and was a working taxpayer for over 30 years before she had to start claiming disability allowance.
It was because of diagnosis of rheumatoid arthritis in 2008. So wasn't expecting life to hit me on the bottom quite so fiercely, but it did. And from since then, I've been unable to work.
Did you ever anticipate a day where, you would have to be claiming benefits?
Absolutely not. I didn't intend to work until forever.
But mobility problems caused by her arthritis have made that impossible. So can you understand why people do get angry about people being on benefits?
Oh yes, because before it happened to me, I probably would have been one of the angry people.
Really?
But now my view on that has totally changed, and I realise that was an incorrect view, really. It wasn't the truth, it wasn't reality.
For some people, though, the struggle to get a job can be made harder by the fact that they have kids. Becky is 27 and a single mum. She was on and off job seekers allowance for 4.5 years. And this is Caden. Is it harder for mums, do you think?
I think you've got to find whether you can afford that childcare to go to work full-time or even part-time sometimes. The hours that you put in, if you can go back full-time or part-time, because you need to find someone to look after your child, and it's like a barrier.
Somehow, though, Becky has managed to overcome that barrier and is now in full-time work. How proud are you of the example that you're setting to Caden?
Yeah, I feel brilliant. My mum and dad have worked all their lives and they've provided that role to me. I look up to them as, you need to go to work, and I hope that I set that example to Caden. I hope that he learns that you get more out of life if you're working. Yeah.